And 1390 AM and 107.5 FM, WAVP and W298BU FM, Avon Park. This is Boss Hogg Radio, home of Born to Ride Radio.
I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. And that's the deal. I was born to ride. Out of Denver to Miami, Daytona, Tallahassee, from the East Coast to the West Side, here in Florida, we were born to ride. I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. And that's the deal. I was born to ride.
This is Boss Hogg Radio, home of Born to Ride Radio.
Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Everyone was right. I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
You can join the motorcycle enthusiast conversation at 863-225-2000. Now, here's more of your hosts, Fester Jenkins and Mama Dukes, on Born to Ride Radio.
Welcome back to another week of Born to Ride this Thursday evening on the Boss Hogg Radio Network. I'm Fester Jenkins. Mama Dukes is on the way, but not in the studio at this particular time. But in the studio with me, it's Ron and Debbie Galletti. Welcome, guys.
Hey,
Welcome.
How was your
doing?
week? Week good?
It was real good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a little birthday since the last time I was here, so it was sweet.
I saw Ronnie posting all kinds of photos on Facebook from the
you were in
years
some of them,
past. You know,
too.
I mean,
You know, those pictures were all about good smiles because Deb
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of brings smiles to people's faces. So we tried to find a few good ones. And man, Fester Jenkins was in some. It's those good moments that we share together, man, you know?
oh yes.
Yeah, we have some fun at JF Kicks.
Speaking of that, we're going to do Spin the Wheel next, that's next Tuesday, right?
the Wheel of
Yeah.
Fortune.
Or Misfortune,
Oh,
maybe. They're
what
going to
can
win
you
some
be
good
in
stuff.
for at JF Kicks? You know, JF Kicks has oysters now, raw oysters.
Really?
Oh, they're
Whoa,
awesome, too.
yes. Big ones, yes. Limited time. Got to get out there. But that's a specialty in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you know, we want to do a shout out to Rubenstein Law, your Florida law firm, 800 FL Legal, representing riders since 1988. And you know, they will fight for you. They'll go to court if you need them. They'll fight for you guys. And they're the ones who keep them Born to Ride on the airways and on the streets. So if anybody does need their help, they're there for you. And straight up, we want to thank them for you know, just being a part of Born to Ride, just like Boss Hogg Radio and everyone else. Tonight we have a really good show. You know, Thunder by the Bay in Sarasota is coming up.
Blink your eyes and it's going to be here,
Man,
folks.
That's right.
that's coming. So we're going to be talking about that. But first off, we want to just hit this Sunday, January 24th. It's Papa Beer Bar and Grill. It's the Born to Ride Mega Bash. You know, and we're going to have free chili. You know, these are the ones who This is the people who won the Roscoe's Chili Challenge. So they're going to give away free chili at their bar. That's Papa Beer. And it's right there on Highway 41 South, heading towards Gibtown. It's right across from the East Bay Speedway. And there's going to be Jello Wrestling. FTW is going to be sponsoring the Jello Wrestling. We're doing a bike show.
Jello.
There was a change because Angie Ray was stuck in Nashville. So they're bringing in Handsome Devil. They're going to be
Live
there.
music,
Angie,
huh?
yeah, live music. Angie Ray is going to reschedule.
Now, Debbie, have you ever Jello wrestled?
I can't say that I
She's
have.
wrestled with Jello, trying to make it.
It's usually like this.
So you don't want to miss it.
It's not on my bucket list either.
So you don't want to miss it this Sunday. Come on out and check it out. Have a good time. These are good people, very biker friendly, veteran owned, and like I said, it's a mega bash, bike show, the whole 9 yards.
It takes some pretty damn good chili to win Roscoe's chili competition. So you're going to get some good chili, and while it lasts, they're going to be
this past year did a
serving
lot
it
of
up.
sampling, and there was some awesome chili out there, no doubt about
Yeah.
that.
You know, going back
Hey,
to
Dave.
Rubenstein.
Calling in.
Hey, welcome to Born to Ride.
Hi. Hi, Mama Dukes
Thank
is
you,
back
thank
in
you.
the house with her cheese stick.
Well, you just joined the conversation. We were talking about Roscoe's Chili and that event this week.
Papa Beer.
Yeah,
so
Papa
it's
Beer.
this weekend, this Sunday.
And Jello Wrestling.
Jello Wrestling.
I heard it.
Now, Dave, pose that question to you. Have you ever participated in a Jello wrestling contest?
Actually, I participated in a chili wrestling contest.
Ooh, okay.
Beans up the
Hope it wasn't
nose.
spicy.
Yeah.
You get beans up your nose and stuff. It's not fun. Not good. Don't do it.
Well,
Okay.
well, you know, today we have a special guest, let alone Dave. Dave Nichols on the line. But we have executive director from Children's Charities.
Suncoast.
Yes, Suncoast Charities for children.
Exactly.
Lucy Nicandri.
Suncoast of Florida. So Sarasota, Bradenton, Manatee, all in that area.
And they put on Thunder by the Bay.
That's right. Have been doing it for how many years?
23.
Woo! Winner!
And
That's a long time.
Now, Lucy's dynamic, man. We call her Oprah because she's such a dynamic person. But she's got a big announcements, updates on the rally that's coming to Sarasota, entertainment-wise. But there's also a special connection tonight that we're gonna announce. So everybody stay tuned for that. And then Eric Runyon's going to call in a little bit later and give us the whole rundown and up-to-date information on Choppertown Live, man.
Yes.
It's going to be unbelievable.
At Thunder by the Bay.
So,
That's right.
man, Dave, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing great, brother. I was just wondering, is she going to come on and say, you get a Harley, and you get a Harley, and you get a Harley?
The 2021s
That'd be cool.
are hitting the floor. That'd be nice.
That'd
Well,
be cool. Well,
That would be
can I
Rick
tell you-
Rossiter.
Let me tell you a little background on Suncoast Charities, if I could.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Great organization.
Yeah, they're putting together United We Ride, America Strong. That's going to be a wonderful motorcycle charity ride Sunday, February 21st, as part of the 23rd annual Thunder by the Bay. And of course, at Thunder by the Bay, we'll be doing Choppertown Live, the world's best chopper show, friends, a custom chopper show. But she's part of Suncoast Charities for Children. It's a nonprofit organization that's located there in Sarasota, and their net revenues are raised for special events just like United We Ride, and it all goes to help local, kids and teens and adults. They work with over 5,000 kids with special needs, and they have different companies that they have, like nonprofits that are local there. Children's First, Florida Center, The Haven, and a bunch of other places too. So come on out and join us. It's United We Ride, America Strong, Sunday, February 21st.
Yep, and it's a whole 3-day thing. So it's 19, 20, and 21. Thunder by the Bay. What is it? The 23rd?
23rd annual.
23rd annual, and we've got the executive director on the phone with us right now. It's Lucy Nicandri.
You there, Lucy?
I'm here.
You're on the air with Fester Jenkins, Mama Dukes, Ron and Debbie Galletti in the studio, and we've got Dave Nichols on the line with you also.
Awesome.
Hi, Lucy.
Hey, Deb.
Been a different kind of year for you putting together your annual event, right?
Oh, we got very creative, Debbie. Yes, we did.
I have no doubt.
So Thunder by the Bay, Lucy, give us the update. What are people going to see? What is it all about? And what are they going to miss if they don't make it?
Well, you got to make it. That's the bottom line this year. You know, it's our 23rd annual, February 19th through the 21st at the Sarasota Fairgrounds. It's produced by Suncoast Charities for Children. All the money goes to help 6 local nonprofits serving special needs children, teens, and adults. And, you know, this year is going to be a little different. We are going to have some enhanced safety precautions for those that come to the festival, but the excitement is still going to be there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got live music the entire weekend. We encourage people to bring their lawn chairs, their blankets. We've got our featured headliner is Molly Hatchet, 8 o'clock on Saturday, February 20th. And we've got some new things this year, too. We've got Choppertown Live, which I want to thank Born to Ride. Thank you, Ron and Debbie, for bringing that to the event this year. It's going to be something new and exciting. And I know on the show you're going to talk a little bit more about that. We're going to have a motorcycle stereo sound-off competition on Saturday. On Sunday, we've got a United We Ride America Strong charity ride. I want to mention this because this is going to take place. It's going to start at Rossiter's Harley-Davidson. Registration's 10 to 11:30. But the reason for this ride is to pay tribute to our veterans, our active duty military, and our first responders. And we felt that was so important this year. It's going to start at Rossiter's. It'll end at the fairgrounds where the festival's going to be. And all of this information is on thunderbythebay.org. $5 gate, 12 and under is free. And there's on-site camping available at the Sarasota Fairgrounds. So if you're into camping, we encourage you to make your reservation now. And it's just going to be a wonderful weekend for a great cause.
The United We Ride, I mean, that's really going to be good. We're encouraging everybody to be patriotic and support this ride. But also, Sunday, Rossiter's Harley-Davidson has put on their famous ride-in bike show, which is always a showstopper. And talk a little bit about that. It's like 17 classes?
It's a 17-class bike show. And, Ron, we're not only giving trophies, we're giving cash prizes to first and second place. We also have a trophy for Best of Show, Most Patriotic. The new this year to the show is going to be a People's Choice Award as well. So, again, we want to encourage people to go to the website. You can see all the different classes that are going to be part of the 17-class bike show. I want to thank Scott Kessler and Rossiter's Harley-Davidson, Haps Honda. They are the co-sponsors of that bike show on Sunday. And, it's been a tradition. And every year it keeps getting better and better. So, please, we hope people come down. You can do the charity ride in the morning, the bike show in the afternoon. And I did also, Ron and Debbie, I wanted to mention the music this year. On Friday, we are actually having our kickoff party at the fairgrounds. The fairgrounds is still going to be open to the general public, but we've got Nobody's Fool and the Tucci Group performing. And then on Saturday, we've got Twinkle, One Night Rodeo, and Maiden Cane, which is opening up, of course, for Molly Hatchet. And then Sunday, the Lost Boys and the Greg Billings Band. So we're excited. There's going to be a dealer day at Rossiter's on Saturday as well. And the first 200 guests are going to get a free gift. So we're excited, and I think people are just ready to get out and ride and enjoy the outdoors and have a good time.
Oh, for sure. And
what better roads to
there's
ride
going to
in
be a
Sarasota?
nonstop entertainment, music, and everything. But you always have some of the greatest vendors that are always there and friendly, and they have such diversity in what they sell. Are there still time to get vendors in? If they hear this, can they call and still get a spot maybe?
Absolutely. We are sold out right now on food vendors, but any other type of vendor, we would love them to reach out. You can call 941-706-3795, or you can email us through the festival website, which is thunderbythebay.org. We certainly would love to have the vendors participate. We have a few more spaces available. The turnout so far has been great for that. And, the one thing that I want to mention, and you've been with us since year one, over the past 22 years, this festival has raised over $1.9 million for charity.
Wow.
And that says a lot. And we just can't thank you enough. Rossiter's Harley-Davidson was there with us for the very first year. Our presenting sponsors this year are Rossiter's Harley-Davidson and SNS Motorsports. And then our major sponsors, I want to mention, are Budweiser, of course, Sonny's Barbecue, Sarasota Ford, Whitmer Linehan Law Firm, FCCI Insurance Group, Everglades Equipment, and United Rentals. So we want to thank them. And, of course, Born to Ride is a major media sponsor. So we're excited. It's only a few weeks away.
It's always a great time. Sarasota is just such a wonderful place to visit and ride around. And you got the beaches and the bridges, and you can go south or north or, just go down the beach line. But now, on Friday the 5th, you're having a special day, too, and that's a sporting clay tournament for all those sharpshooters out there, or shooters who think they can shoot. What's going on with that? That's pretty interesting.
We do. Friday, February 5th, is our 7th annual sporting clay tournament. It's $500 for a team, $125 if you're an individual player. We've got trophies that we're going to be awarding, and that entry fee includes breakfast and lunch after the tournament. So it's a lot of fun. Even if you've never shot before, it's such a fun day. You can again get all the information on the website. We still have some openings, and we would love to have some people come down and join us. It's going to be a fun day.
I mean, you could come out and shoot with your friends, kind of have bragging rights to see who's the best shot, because that's some of the coolest stuff. But it goes to charity. And like Lucy said, this puts back into the local community for children's charities. It's a wonderful organization, Suncoast Charities for Children. Lucy, you've been doing it for so long, putting back into it, over $1 million.
Now, I have a question. Is Dick Cheney going to be there?
Yeah, he was shooting. But I think...
You never know who shows up at Thunder by the Bay.
I think with the shooting, though, it also included ammunition and everything. Did it?
Yeah, no, that fee includes everything, your ammunition.
A cart?
You will get a gun. If you don't have your own gun, you get a golf cart. It is just a fun day out there. And something, again, new this year, we added into that sporting clay tournament, we have a first responders trophy. So we have a little bit of competition going on between the police and the fire department right now. So if you're a first responder, that's a specific trophy, divisional trophy that we're going to award this year. But again, it's just a great day out there. It is at Knights Trail Park, which is in Nokomis, Florida, just south of Sarasota. A lot of fun.
And that's on Friday, February 5th, so it's not real tied into the Thunder by the Bay, but it still is. It's just a few weeks earlier, like a kickoff.
Right, yeah. Breakfast is from 9 to 10:30. Then you go out to the range, and then normally the teams will start coming in around 12:30. And it's great. We have a wonderful catered lunch by Sonny's Barbecue.
Yum.
And we're going to have beer and water, but that's going to be after the tournament.
Safety first.
Well, the biker community loves charities, and especially children's charities, veteran charities, animal charities, first responders, of course. They're always first to show up for charities. How rewarding is it when you get to give back to these charities, but to see the biker community coming out and supporting what you're doing at Thunder by the Bay?
Ron, it's so rewarding. This year, let's face it, this past year has been difficult on everybody. I don't care what industry you're in, what career field you're in. It was especially hard for the charities. Now, we were able to do some smaller events, but I have to tell you, Thunder by the Bay is so pivotal Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. For us to raise some money after the year we've been through, because as you can imagine, the requests that are coming in from these 6 agencies we support have been beyond anything we expected, and they need our help. And what's a little challenging sometimes is sometimes the public, with the coronavirus and the pandemic that happened, they don't fully understand how it's affected people with special needs and their families. And you have to remember, whether it's a child, teen, or adult with special needs, the primary focus that we try to work with them on is independence. Well, when you're in isolation and you can't see family members, you can't be going to classes or Special Olympics, you start to regress. So our goal this year is we did a needs assessment with all 6 agencies. We've identified the most critical need that they have, and that's where we are going to direct the funding from Thunder by the Bay this year. We have to. The need is out there, and a lot of times the special needs population gets forgotten. And I think that's an area that we want to emphasize, and we want to be really specific as to where the money's going. I'm going to use a perfect example. For instance, Special Olympics, we just took funding and set up a computer lab because a lot of their athletes and their families, they don't have computers. And that's their only way to communicate right now and to do learning and to stay stimulated with skills that they need. So that was big. Loveland Center, we just built a multi-sensory room that's going to be completed and finished probably in March. So it's things like that the money is staying local, and it's going to help so many people. So please come out, be generous. It's a $5 gate, and all the events that you come to, whether it be Sporting Clay or the festival or the bike show, is all going to go to the bottom line. So we really need the support.
That's awesome, Lucy. What about the economic impact that the bikers bring to the community? Because we get the money that you donate to the charities, but think about what it does to the local businesses and the economic impact that Sarasota receives from the biker community, because they come from all over the state and beyond.
Well, they do, and we all know the hit that the tourism industry has taken this year. So we do have a number of host hotels that are listed on our website, and I would encourage any listeners, please check those hotels out, because they are giving a room rebate back to the charity. They need to reserve their rooms fast, because those room blocks, I believe most of them are only good through the end of January. So please get on our website, check it out. And again, if you want to camp, the fairgrounds has plenty of camping spaces, and there's a camping forum as well on our website.
Awesome. And how great is it to be working with someone like a real motorcycle guy, a real owner who owns a Harley shop but actually rides.
And loves to camp.
And party and have fun. It's just a real guy, but he's full of family. I mean, his whole family now is a part of the dealership. I'm talking about, Rick Rossiter and what he's done be a part of this. Remember the first time at the Polo Grounds? We were all together. But to have the local Harley-Davidson dealer a part of this from day one, how important is that?
Well, it's really important. And, one of the things Rick shared with me probably about a month ago, right before the holidays, I didn't realize they are one of the only family-owned dealerships left, which means a lot. And like you said, Ron and Debbie, they involve their whole family with the dealership. They have been extremely generous to the charity. They sell our official merchandise before Thunder at the dealership. And they have stuck with us. I mean, when you look at 23 years, we went through a recession. We had good times, not so good economic times, and they stuck with us the entire time. And that says a lot about loyalty to the cause and to them as a business owner. So we can't thank them enough. Sarasota Ford's been there with us. FCCI Insurance been there with us. SNS Motorsports. They came on a few years ago because they really got to know some of the agencies that we're supporting, and that was important to them. So all of our sponsors that are listed on our website, regardless of what level they're listed at, they all come together, and that's what really makes it a success year after year.
Yeah, it's really important to create those relationships that last. And Rossiter's Harley Davidson, they're supporting their community as you are, and they're putting back into the community by supporting this. So don't forget their Sunday bike show that they're having. 17 classes. It's always a showstopper. The sound off competition, is that with Corey Souza? Is he doing that?
He is doing that. Now, I have to say, don't laugh, I have never experienced one of these sound off competitions. But I've heard that there are a lot of people already registering to enter to be a part of this, and I'm excited to see it. I am so excited to see it. Scott Kessler with Rossiter's Harley Davidson is working with Corey Souza, and I want to acknowledge Mad Mark's stereo sound. They install stereo systems, cars, motorcycles, whatever. They are going to be one of the sponsors for this, and I'm excited to see it. I can't wait for it.
Well,
Wait, correction. You're excited to hear it.
and you will. It'll shake your eardrums inside in your brain. But that's what's so.
It's one of the ones you feel your heart thumping when they ride down the road.
It's almost artistic. But Corey Souza is a great bike builder for anyone who doesn't know. He's internationally known, and he is a hamster, part of the Hamster Motorcycle Club, which is a very elite, respected motorcycle riding club that's well known to have high-end bike builders. And, it's exciting that you have so much going on. Now, let's go back to the United We Ride, American Strong Ride. Right now, you have two honorary, what are they?
Leaders of the ride.
What do you call it?
Dignitaries. We've got a couple dignitaries.
Yeah, who are those? Who are those two?
Thingamabobbies.
Honorary
Masters of
chairman.
ceremony.
Yeah. Grand marshals.
There you go.
Who are the two that you have right now that are going to be?
Right now, we have Mayor Hagan Brody,
The mayor.
who is the new mayor of Sarasota. And I got to say that Mayor Brody has been very supportive of Thunder by the Bay, even when it was downtown, before he became part of the city commission. So I want to acknowledge him for that. And then Congressman Greg Stubbe, he has committed to be part of it as well. And, we may have a few more surprises along the way leading the ride. But we really want to encourage bike clubs, individual people that may not be part of a bike club. Please be part of this ride. Veterans, groups, first responders. We really want to make this. My goal, let's put it in the Guinness Book of World Records, Ron and Debbie.
Woo-hoo.
The best, longest ride ever with motorcycles. Who knows? You got to shoot for the stars,
Heck
right?
yeah. But where I was getting that, we said we had an announcement today. And speaking of the Grand Marshals, there's one more honorary Grand Marshal. It's a big announcement. Do you want to say who it is, or should we say who?
No, I'm going to let you make that announcement. I was so excited when you emailed me earlier today. You go for it.
Deb, why don't you do the honors?
Well, we have the honor of having Mr. Dave Nichols coming in all the way from Oregon. Well, that's not to lead the ride. Dave Nichols is going to be there, meet and greet, everything, and he's going to bunk with Ronnie while he's here.
That's going to be a good time.
And I'll be. So Dave did commit today that he'll be here, and Dave, I think that's really exciting.
So people are going to get to meet Dave Nichols, who is a goodwill ambassador for motorcycling in general, but also, Dave, how important is it to support charities like Lucy's been telling us about?
It's one of the single biggest things that you can do as a motorcyclist, because it really puts the word out to everybody that bikers are knights of the road, that we're out there doing good for a good cause. There's nothing better than that. There's nothing, you'll meet the best people you'll ever meet in your life if you just start doing these different charity rides, I'm telling you.
So, Dave, what do you think? You're excited to come to Florida and be a Grand Marshal of this?
Absolutely. I'll bring my my alligator hide, and we'll have a wonderful time.
All right, hang on, guys. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, hang on.
You bet.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with more of Born to Ride Radio on the Boss Hogg Radio Network.
BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1, get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer on average got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and magazine, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
This is Boss Hogg Radio, home of Born to Ride Radio. You can join the motorcycle enthusiast conversation by calling 863-225-2000.
Welcome back to the show, folks. It is Thursday evening, the 21st of January already. Wow. Years flying by already. Let's come back to Dave. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, and let's see if Lucy's still there. Looks like we've lost Lucy.
She said, I think she said thank you, Dave, and left.
No, hopefully
Well,
she'll call back.
she probably got really excited about the news and just, fell over.
I bet she did. Lucy, are you there?
Well, Dave, you'll have to meet Rick Rossiter. He's a real deal Harley dealer, and he's just a real biker. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I got this. Like the new bikes came out, I took it out and did a hell of a burnout on it. You know, like stuff like that. He's just an awesome guy.
Well, their slogan is "We ride what we sell," and that's true. So, and every year, just about every year, Rick gets on the bike and takes a trip to Alaska, and takes a few people with him, and his daughter's gone with him, and grandchildren, and so forth. So, yeah, he definitely likes to ride.
That's so cool.
So yeah, you'll be here in sunny Florida, and we'll spoil you while you're here, and that'll be a good
There's
time.
not going to be any Jello wrestling, though, right?
Hey, if you
That's this weekend.
yeah, if you prefer chili, so we'll have
There might
to,
still be some Jello.
yeah, with some left over. So, but that's good. So, and the event, there's even more on the event as well too. And this is pretty exciting too. The Choppertown Live. That's going to be the first appearance at Thunder by the Bay.
Yeah, speaking of that, we have Eric Runyon on the phone. He's going to give us a full new update with everything, all the updates that's going on for Choppertown.
You there, Eric?
Hey, I'm here.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, I didn't. Usually, I can hear what's going on the radio.
Yeah,
but I was in the dark, so I didn't know what was going on.
I know the phone's actually. We should have the engineer in here Monday trying to fix that problem because.
Well, I'll tell you this: the last thing I heard before I called in was that I heard the exciting announcement that Dave Nichols is going to be here.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think that's pretty awesome. I mean, he's a legend. Lots of people know who he is, and I think him coming down to the event's just going to be a awesome addition to what's going on.
Yeah, he's going to be a grand marshal of the ride, and just a goodwill ambassador for motorcycling and mankind itself.
Mm-hmm.
and mankind
he's been doing
itself.
it for 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's been to a lot of bike shows, seen a lot of choppers, a lot of bobbers, and a lot of baggers, and.
Well, and this is the perfect show for him to be at. Chopper Daddy Dave is going to be at Choppertown Live.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we'll be going live and filming and everything. So should really be exciting. And Eric, I know you've been working real hard and getting networking with so many talented kind of superstar builders that really don't think they're superstars because they're just down to earth guys, and that's what's so cool about it.
It's the guys that have a passion for the lifestyle and for motorcycles and choppers themselves. So we have everybody coming to Chopper Town that are, maybe they're not necessarily builders. Maybe they're guys that bought a $2,000 Sporty and they're buying their parts from TC Brothers, which is going to be a big part of the show. So, we have those guys, and then we have the guys that have the big garages and have names known throughout the world. So, like you said, I've been working hard. Honestly, I went on quote unquote a little mini vacation for about 4 days last week, and I think everybody picked that time to get in touch with me to talk about the show and to lock in the dates and get all the information. So, as you guys know, I do a lot of work on my phone through Instagram and social media, and it's just, I think I've got to put Band-Aids on my thumbs. I've been so busy. So, we've got a considerable amount of choppers lined up since the last time we spoke. I think the last time we spoke, we were going on 25 to 30 choppers committed. And as of today, we have, actually, as of a half hour ago, we got 51 choppers coming.
And that's for inside the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's for inside the building. That is for Chopper Town Live. That's for the Invitational. We have 51 choppers, and some of those guys are even bringing their extra bikes, and they have everything from classic knuckleheads and panheads and flatheads. And I've even got one guy bringing a boat tail from the 70s. So we're going to have a section for those as well. So there is definitely going to be something for everyone. But I'll tell you what, man, I was hoping for 30, maybe 40 bikes, but people are just coming out of the woodwork. They're hearing about it, and they're excited about it, and they just want to be a part of it. So, it's like Field of Dreams. You build it, and they will come, and they're coming in droves. So it's pretty exciting to see all this coming together. It's really snowballed, and it's gotten to the point now where I have to start slowing them down and starting logistically. It's fun to have everybody there, but now we got to think about the logistics of it. So we've got the guys working on the logistics now, and I should say that with tongue in cheek, we've got the guys. I got a pretty exciting announcement. We have a riding group of girls from North Carolina coming down. And this group of girls called the Chill Bunnies. And it's a really kick-butt group of girls that are just totally...
Wait a minute. What was that name again?
Chill Bunnies?
Chill Bunnies. Did you get that, Fester?
I heard it.
Go to Instagram.
Dave,
have you heard of the Chill Bunnies?
Yeah, actually, we have some under some of our cabinets. Oh, no, that's Dust Bunnies.
Yes, Dust Bunnies.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
Chill Bunnies, aren't they kind of like Dust Bunnies, but it's kind of freezing outside?
Yeah, kind of.
Tell us, Eric. Who are the Chill Bunnies?
Well, let me tell you about the Chill Bunnies. Like I said, it's a group of girls, a big group of girls. They were based out of North Carolina. That they ride, and they're totally immersed in the lifestyle. And the way the Chill Bunnies came about, and I think we might have them on next week, but their boyfriends and husbands and guys that they're friends with, they've had a riding group forever called the Chillbillies, and they put on events. They do camp outs. They do beach events. They're just a big group of guys that just love hanging out together. And these were their girls. Well, the girls were they liked the whole clique, the whole thing so much that they wanted to do their own thing. So the leader of the Chill Bunnies, her name's Danielle, she sat around and she's like, you know what? We're going to call ourselves the Chill Bunnies. And she made an Instagram page, and it just blew up. I mean, it just caught fire. And anybody as far as in the chopper community, I'd say the younger generation, maybe not the old leatherbacks, but, they totally were on board. I mean, these girls, they're not only beautiful, but they ride, they wrench. They're not posers. They are a total part of the lifestyle. They are really into it to win it. So I touched base with them a couple of weeks ago just to see if they'd be interested in coming because, we love our choppers. Us men love our choppers, but we all like women too, and we love women that are into the lifestyle. And that's not just a sexist thing. We just like including everybody. We like including everybody that has a passion for this. And when we meet people that are just women that are just totally immersed in this, it's even a bigger, it's just even a bigger plus. So these girls are going to come down from North Carolina. Rumor has it some of them are going to come from Texas, maybe even California. So they're not fooling around. I was talking to Danielle earlier today, and she says, you make the event happen, I'll bring the girls. So we got the Chill Bunnies coming. I asked the Midnight Cobras to come. That's another group out of Canada. And they really wanted to be there, but the border restrictions are so that they can't come down. So what they're going to do is they're going to send merchandise and all kinds of swag down to the Chill Bunnies. And some of the girls from the Chill Bunnies are going to represent the Midnight Cobras, and there will be merchandise there from the Midnight Cobras. So that's pretty exciting, too.
That's awesome. So, now, Eric, this is Thunder by the Bay, the 23rd annual Thunder by the Bay. We just had Lucy on earlier, but they've opened their arms to us to help us make this happen. How does that make you feel?
Well, it was pretty awesome when you and I had a meeting with Lucy and the other event organizers a couple of weeks ago, and we had some plans already set in place, and we thought we knew what we were going to do, and we were happy with that. And they called us up and said, "Hey, we've got a plan B for you. Come on down. We want to show you what we're thinking." So you keep your fingers crossed and hope everything's going to go okay. And you and I went down there, and they just basically opened up this 11,000 square foot building for us right in the middle of everything. Huge open building. And we're going to fill it, man. We're going to fill it with choppers, vintage bikes. We're going to have a really unique set of vendors. I'm encouraging all the chopper builders to bring down, their booths, their swag, the stuff that they sell, to make it more, literally a chopper town. So,
some hot rods.
When I saw what Lucy was and the whole committee was going to do for us, I was just blown away. And any time that we've asked, hey, can we do this? Or, maybe we could do this, they said, yes, let's do it. Sounds great. So it's been really an awesome experience to work with Lucy and the rest of the people from Thunder by the Bay. It's awesome. So that said, we've talked a little bit about the Chill Bunnies and the Chill Billies. We will talk about Saturday. We've got the 10 class open chopper show where anybody can come down. And, as I've said before, a lot of these chopper shows are kind of guilty of being kind of, not snooty, but you can only bring your chopper if it's a 77 or older Harley. There's been terms and conditions to what is cool for what show. And we're not doing that. We want anybody that has a chopper, thinks they have a chopper, what their definition of a chopper is, we want them to come down and bring their bike to the show. So on Saturday, I believe registration starts at 11. It goes till 2 o'clock. We have this 10-class show, and the classes include everything. Well, I'll tell you the classes. Classes are airhead, knucklehead, shovelhead, flathead. Wait a minute, I'm sorry.
Did you say airhead?
Yeah. Airhead. That's me right now. I'm talking so fast I'm losing air.
That might have been the flathead.
We got the flathead, we got the knucklehead, we got the panhead, the shovelhead, the ironhead, even Evo, even twin cam. We have a Japanese class, we have a European class, and then we have best of show. So we've got something for everybody. Like I said, if you have a chopper, bring it on down. We got some really exciting news that I was told today is that we have a sponsor for that show.
Right, All Steel Buildings, yeah.
All Steel Buildings is going to step up to the plate and really turn the notch up on this ride-in show. And every first-place winner from every category is going to get $100 cash. Ooh. So it's not going to be a show where you ride in and you get a $5 plaque. If you win, you're going to go home with $100. So you know what? It's a good thing. It's going to be a good 3 or 4 hours well spent if you want to bring your chopper down, show it off, and get paid for it.
And then the ride,
really Born to Ride listeners, are you hearing this? Mm-hmm. Bring your chopper.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Every each class.
Yeah.
But also, Best of Show is also going to get something extra too.
Yeah. The Best of Show gets that same $100, but then they also get a $150 gift card from Mid USA.
And that's a great place to buy parts. So
yeah, man. There's no chump change there, man. We're pulling out all the stops. So, we've got this really awesome show. We didn't want to compete with what roster was going on Sundays. We kind of wanted to make it unique and to Chopper Town Live. So I think we did a really good job of that, and I'm really hoping that there's going to be a big turnout for it because, it's just it's going to be really cool. I mean, I can't wait.
Tell us about some of the builders or builders that are going to be there.
Honestly, there's not one builder that I have known from my career, especially in the Southeast, that's not going to be there. I think I talked to one person, and they said they can't make it, and that was just because they had family issues. But, we have Bill Dodge's bike is going to be there. The bike he built just before he was in that horrible accident. Of course, he said he would try to be there, but he's not going to promise. I would expect him not to be there, and if he is there, that would be great. But we're not going to push that issue. But his bike is going to be there, and that bike's name is Pandemic. It's a beautiful panhead. And that said, the Builder's Choice Award on Sunday is called the Bill Dodge Award of Excellence. So if he can't be there personally, he's going to be there in spirit. But besides that bike, possibly Bill Dodge, we're going to have Brian Batira from Batira Metalworks. He's a world-class builder, has won international shows. I talked to my buddy Eric over at FNA, and he is so busy. He couldn't commit. He's got so much going on with his parts business, and he was just named to the competition Built Well People's Champ. And there's 13 bike builders across the USA that were picked for this. And the announcements just went out last week, and he was one of the top 13 builders in the U.S. So now he's hard at work putting this bike together for this competition. So, I know it was hard for him to commit to come down for a full weekend because it's all hands on deck for him. But he said he's going to try to at least get one of his bikes or two of his bikes down there, and his bikes are really well known. The Glen Ferry is legendary, and so he's going to be there. We've got Jared Weems. He's coming for sure. And, everybody's by now has heard that Jared's built this incredible Triumph David Mann bike from the David Mann painting called Doggone Hot Dogs. And he's doing some great things with that bike. He got such a great reception that he decided he was going to build the second David Mann chopper ever painted in put in one of his paintings. And actually, consequently, it was in, I think, one of the very first illustrations that Easy Rider ever put out of David Mann's, and it was called the Hollywood Run. So,
wait, let's fact check
anyway,
that. We're fact checking.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's fact check.
No,
I think it is.
I know.
I think that was.
That was also.
But he's going to debut that.
That's one of the ones that Ed Roth bought as well.
Yes, that was the one that Ed Roth bought. Correct. So that's the bike. That's the build. There's a. The bike is pretty small in the background. It's not really visible. If you're a true Triumph lover like he is, you catch it right away. But he saw that, and he said, "I'm just going to do this one for me." The other one he spent a lot of money on, tons of money, tons of time on it. Of course, it's perfect from the ground up. He's a very meticulous person. And he said, I'm just going to build this bike for me, something that I can ride every day if I want. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it. And, I've been over to his place a few times, taking pictures of him working on the build and doing his thing. And as time has gone on, he just doesn't do anything halfway. He may still think this is going to be a daily rider, but this thing is beautiful. It is awesome. It's about 3/4 of the way done. And it's just going to blow people's minds.
Speaking of blowing people's minds, man, there's a lot of talent that's created these choppers that are going to be there from all over the state of Florida. Tell us a few more.
Well, we have, up from the Daytona area, we got Ron from Chop Docs. He's going to have one of his bikes here. He has a bike in January, a bike show in January called the Upsweep Bike Show, which is really well received. He's a really nice guy. We get along great. We're both from the Detroit area. So there's a big Detroit crew up in the Daytona area that we kind of all hang out together. But there's Ron from Chop Docs. We got Wendell Turner from Turner Cycle Shop. We have George from Good Looking Customs. He's up in Daytona. We have Mark Stevens from Daytona. Drew from Freak Show Fab. We have Richard Ruck from right here in Riverview. He's building 4 world-class builds. I mean, he's built 3. He's working on the 4th one right now. His company's called It'll Ride Choppers. He's going to be there. We got, we have full-time builders to part-time builders. We have some, you guys were talking about the veterans and first responders in the ride earlier. We've got a couple of first responders taking the weekend off to be part of Chopper Town. So we've got a fireman up in Orlando by the name of Matt Foster who's bringing down his bike. We've got a great builder in Orlando named Yogi's Garage. He's coming on down with a couple of his bikes.
What about the guy from Jacksonville? Everybody's kind of hot on James.
Yeah,
Is it Fish?
I was just going to say that. We call him Fish, and his shop is called Alleyway Customs, and he just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Everybody's doing their thing, and all of a sudden, a couple of shows pop up, and he's got a bunch of bikes at every show, and they're just showstoppers. And everybody like, man, where'd this guy come from? He just kind of appeared out of nowhere. And, talking to him, he said that was kind of by design. He's kind of a introvert. He likes doing his own thing, and he wanted to build choppers because he just loves doing it. He doesn't do it for any type of attention. He doesn't do it for any type of acclimates or anything. He just does it because he loves it. And he built one for a friend. His friend took it out, and people started calling him saying, hey, can you build me a chopper? And it's just kind of snowballed. So he's kind of come to terms with, the attention that he's getting. He's been in a couple of recent shows, and he took all the awards. So I believe he's bringing 4 bikes. So I really can't wait to see, in person what he's going to bring down. I can't wait to photograph these bikes. So
yeah, and you're going to have a photographer. You're going to be set up shooting photos as well. We're going to be filming. We're getting close to the end of the show already. It's flown by, but these guys are coming together for Chopper Town. But there's also something in it for them. I mean, there's going to be $1,000 to the one winner. There's going to be a Paco frame and Denver's choppers. We had Mondo on the show last week. Dave Nichols, how cool is it that Mondo actually is a part of this and has given a front end to Chopper Town? What is the impact on that?
Let me tell you about that. It's like having a rare piece of jewelry on a motorcycle that Mondo built, the Springer front end, that you can win by bringing your chopper and win the best of show at Chopper Town. And I'll tell you what, Mondo is one of maybe 5 or 6 bike builders in the country that is at the top of his game. He's been doing it over 50 years, and so is Paco. We're going to get a rigid frame from Paco and a Springer front end from Mondo, hand-built from Mondo, and give those away at Chopper Town Live. You can't beat that.
Eric, how cool is that?
Well, here's how cool that is when I'm talking to the builders and, we're putting all the logistics together and we're doing the planning, and when I do the initial talking, and I'm like, of course I want to spin it at what's in it for them. And we talk about, okay, well, the Builder's Choice Award winner, the Bill Dodge Award of Excellence winner, is going to get $1,000 cash. And okay, that's cool. But you're also going to get a Paco hardtail frame. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to get $1,000 cash and a hardtail frame. I mean, their ears perk up a little bit more. Honestly, I think they're more interested in the frame than the cash. And then I go, and Mondo from Denver's Choppers is building us a custom one-off front end for that Paco frame, and their ears just ring. And I think, on Charlie Brown, when the teacher talks and everything's going wah, 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 yeah. I think they're so transfixed on getting that front end that they don't hear anything else that I'm saying. So, I said it a couple weeks ago when I heard, this package was put together for this Builder's Choice Award winner. It makes me wish that I had picked up a welding torch 30 years ago instead of a camera. It's just awesome. I know everybody that's involved in the show knows the depth, the gravity of Mondo building us a front end. I know, everybody knows how cool that is.
Yeah,
it's not going to be lost on anybody.
I mean, he was a guest last couple of weeks ago, and he just laid down some great knowledge to us all. But Dave, I wanted to ask you, what do you think roughly the value is of that front end he's given us?
Oh, my God. Being that he built it himself, it's priceless because you can get a Springer front end from any number of aftermarket companies for a couple grand, but this is hand built by Mondo. This is a beautiful chrome Springer front end that he has made from scratch. So you tell me, what would you pay for that? That's a big item.
Well, like Mondo said when he called in last week, that generation was the inventors of the choppers. They didn't have anyone to look back on or copy or anything. So that just tells you how priceless it is right there. It's they were the inventors of this air. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
So if he was going to sell,
there was no aftermarket. You couldn't open a catalog and go, "I want one of those." You had to make it yourself by hand, and that's where he comes from, folks. And it's such an honor to have that as part of the big prize.
And a Paco frame.
Coppertown.
Yeah.
And a beautiful rigid Paco frame.
And Dave, you brought those to the table, so we got to definitely thank you for that.
Yeah, scoop Mondo up and bring him to town when you come over.
Thank you, guys.
So Eric, we're running out of time. What else we got, man?
Well, one last thing I wanted to say is you were talking about how Mondo, back in the day, they built these things out of necessity because nobody else did it. I brought up TC Brothers a little while ago because I know that they're going to be a big part of our show, and I was talking to Tim from TC Brothers. You know what was kind of funny is, you think about these aftermarket parts companies, and you think, they're just guys out to make a quick buck. Maybe they're not even motorcycle guys. These guys are true motorcycle guys, and I was talking about the origin of TC Brothers, or he was talking about that with me, and he kind of said the same thing. He said, I bought my first Sportster, and I wanted a part, or I needed a certain part, and I couldn't. It was before the internet, before Instagram, before Facebook, before anything. He goes, I didn't know where to get it. He goes, it was hard to find it. He goes, so my brother is an engineer, so I would tell him the part that I needed, and he'd engineer it for me, and then my friends would want it. And he goes, that's how TC Brothers started. He goes, we just built parts out of necessity, and it went from a home shop in the basement of our house, literally, to a 20,000 square foot facility in Ohio. So that just goes to show you the ingenuity of the people in this industry, from those guys to Mondo at Denver's Choppers, to the guy that's working in his garage late night after he gets home, working a 9 to 5. But it's amazing what these guys can do. They're artists, they're engineers, they're just great people who give back to the community, and I'm glad that we can put all this together with Thunder by the Bay on February 19th, 20th, and 21st, and just show the world what we can do and what they're capable of.
Yeah, it's going to be benefiting Suncoast Charities for Children. We had Lucy on earlier, but Fester, Mama Dukes, what do you guys think of the biker community, again, giving back in this great event coming to Sarasota?
Well, like always, the bikers step up, and they're the ones that lead the way. They're not following anybody. They're the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty powerful, isn't it, Mama Dukes?
It's very powerful. We're looking forward to it. I think we need it. We need a weekend.
I think you do.
Most definitely.
Sounds like somebody needs a drink.
Yeah.
So, Dave, you're going to be the Grand Marshal. We're looking forward. People are going to get to meet you. You've got a lot of history in motorcycling, and it's almost like the icing on the cake. The Chopper Daddy himself's coming to Florida.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of old Easy Rider magazines there that you're going to be signing. I'll have to go invest in some Sharpies for you.
That's right.
Eric, it's coming together, right?
Yeah, Eric's working
It's
his
all
butt
coming
off.
together, man. Mm-hmm. Every day it's like a snowball. It's like a freight train getting faster and faster. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. We can't thank you enough. Dave, how do you close this all out, man? Tonight.
Hey, everybody, I want to see you down there. I want to come out there. I want to meet everybody. So that's February 19th through the 21st. Thunder by the Bay. We'll be there. Come out and see us.
Awesome. Eric, any last words?
No, man, I'm just looking forward to it. I'll keep on working, keep on trucking, and let's make this the biggest thing that we can make it, and make it so successful that people aren't going to want to wait for another year. We're going to do it somewhere else at a different month, and keep the train rolling.
We need a big win in 2021. Let's do it.
We've already got the big win. We just have to show everybody that we're the winners.
Woohoo.
That's right. Sarasota Fairgrounds. That's February 19th through the 21st. It's Thunder by the Bay. It's the 23rd year, and it all helps children. Suncoast Charities for Children. Thank you guys so much. Fester, anything else you got?
Nope, just ready to close it out. Thank everyone that joined, Lucy, Dave, Eric, and thank Ron and Debbie for being in the studio again today. And, hey, like always, as I end it, be safe, keep it in between the ditches, and we'll see you next week.
Adios.
If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Yeah, I have to say, Born to Ride has been a big influence on my trailer sales in the last 2 or 3 months. It's been nothing but a big surprise. I mean, the magazine articles, everything in the commercials, it's been nothing but the best of help to me in my business.
Is your business becoming invisible? Create a great advertising relationship today with Born to Ride. Call 888-795-5779.
This is the Boss Hogg Radio Network. 1170 AM WKFL Bushnell. 1330 AM WWAB Lakeland Plant City. 1360 AM WHNR Cypress Gardens Winter Haven. And 1390 AM and 107.5 FM WAVP and W298BU FM Avon Park.